The 12 Brothers. Once upon a time a king and a queen who lived happily together and had 12 boys. Then said the king to his wife, "If the 13th child which you are about to bring into the world is a girl, the 12 boys shall die, in order that she inherits the kingdom." The queen sobbed all day long, until the youngest son, Benjamin, said to her, "Dear mother, why are you crying?" "Dearest child," she answered, "the king ordered if I bring a little girl into the world, you are all to be killed." The son said, "Don't cry, dear mother, we will save ourselves, and go hence." She said, "Go into the forest with your 11 brothers, and let one sit on the highest tree which can be found, and keep watch, looking towards the tower here in the castle. If I give birth to a little son, I will put up a white flag, and then you may come back, but if I give birth to a daughter, I will raise a red flag, and then fly as quickly as you are able, and may the good God protect you." After she had blessed her sons therefore, they went into the forest, and each day one sat on the highest oak and looked towards the tower for 12 days. The day 12 Benjamin saw that a flag was being raised. It was red flag which announced that they were all to die. When the brothers heard that, they were very angry and said, "We will revenge wheresoever we find a girl, and kill her." Then they went deeper into the forest. They found a little bewitched hut, which was empty. Then they said to Benjamin, "You stay at home and keep the house warm, and we will go out to hunt and get food." They lived in the little hut for 10 years. The little sister was now grown up. She was good of heart and beautiful. She had a golden star on her forehead. Once she saw 12 men's shirts among the things. She asked her mother, "To whom do these 12 shirts belong?" The queen answered, "Dear child, these belong to your 12 brothers." Said the girl, "Where are my 12 brothers? I have never heard of them." She told the whole story and said, "God knows where they are. They went away secretly before you were born." Then she said, "Dear mother, don't cry, I will go and seek my brothers." So she took the 12 shirts and went the forest. She walked the whole day, and in the evening she came to the bewitched hut. Then she entered it and found a young boy, who asked, "Where are you coming from?" He was astonished that she was so beautiful, and wore royal garments. She answered, "I am a king's daughter, and am seeking my 12 brothers." She showed him the 12 shirts which belonged to them. Then Benjamin saw that she was his sister, and said, "I am Benjamin, your youngest brother." They kissed and hugged each other. But after this he said, "Dear sister, there is still one difficulty. We have agreed that every girl whom we meet shall die, because we have been obliged to leave our kingdom because of a girl." Then said she, "I will willingly die, if I'm the reason my 12 brothers left the kingdom." "No," answered he, "you should not die. Sit beneath this tub until our 11 brothers come, and then I will soon come to an agreement with them." She did so, and when it was night the others came from hunting. And as they were sitting at table and eating, they asked, "What news is there?" Said Benjamin, "But promise me that the first girl who meets us shall not be killed." "Yes," they all cried, "she shall have mercy, only do tell us." Then said he, "Our sister is here," and he lifted up the tub, and the king's daughter came with her royal garments and the golden star on her forehead. Then they all kissed and loved her with all their hearts. Now she stayed at home with Benjamin and helped him with the work. The 11 went into the forest and caught a deer that they might have food. There was, however, a little garden belonging to the bewitched house with 12 lily flowers, which are called students. Once when brothers were in the hut, she wished to pick the 12 flowers, and would present each brother with one while at dinner. But at the selfsame moment that she plucked the flowers, the 12 brothers were changed into 12 ravens, and flew away over the forest. The house and garden vanished. When she looked around, an old woman was standing near her who said, "My child, what have you done? Why didn't you leave the 12 white flowers growing? They were your brothers, who are now forevermore changed into ravens." The girl weeping and said, "Is there no way of delivering them?" Woman said, "There is but one in the whole world, and that is so hard that you will not deliver them because you must be dumb for 7 years, and may not speak or laugh, and if you speak one single word, and only an hour of the 7 years is counting, all is useless, and your brothers will be killed by the one word." Then said the girl, "I know with certainty that I shall set my brothers free," and went and sought a high tree and seated herself in it and span, and neither spoke nor laughed. It happened that a king was hunting in the forest. Then the king came by and saw the beautiful king's daughter. He charmed with her beauty that he called to ask her if she would be his wife. She made no answer, but nodded a little with her head. So he climbed up the tree himself, carried her down, placed her on his horse, and took her home. Then the wedding was magnificent, but the bride neither spoke nor smiled. When they had lived happily together for a few years, the king's mother, who was a wicked woman, began to give false statement about the young queen, and said to the king, "Who knows what tricks she practices secretly?" At first the king would not believe it, but the old woman urged this so long, that at last the king sentenced her to death. And now a great fire was lighted in the courtyard in which she was to be burned, and when the fire was flaming at her clothes, the last instant of the 7 years expired. Then a weird sound was heard in the air, and 12 ravens came flying towards the place, and when they touched the earth they were her 12 brothers. They turned off the fire, set their sister free, and kissed and hugged her. And now as she dared to open her mouth and speak, she told the king why she had been dumb, and had never laughed. The king rejoiced when he heard that she was innocent, and they all lived in great unity until their death.